When Cubans woke to the dawn of 2020, a year that many here say can't end soon enough, they couldn't have imagined that they would wage a battle against the coronavirus. Sociologists say COVID-19 will leave behind its imprint on Cuban society for years to come.
This has caused very hard tensions for Cuban families, conflicts between couples, for women who care for the elderly and their children, and psychological tensions, though the biggest problem here has been the huge shortage of consumer goods.
From long lines outside local markets to secure scarce food supplies to lockdowns and isolation measures, it's been everyday life for months.
The Cuban children who like to play on the streets are no longer out there. They stay at home, isolated. So we have to see what psychological effects all this will bring later. The natural Cuban manner of socializing is gone due to this confinement.
COVID-19 has been a challenge for everyone. There have been nearly 10,000 confirmed cases in Cuba and more than 135 deaths.
My hardest experience was to see some friends testing positive to COVID-19 and then having no news of them during their isolation, or seeing many others who are doctors fight the disease without sleeping a wink while trying to save lives.
The Cuban COVID-19 program has focused on community action and the use of an effective drug protocol to treat those hospitalized. Cuban doctors have also assisted other nations. Economic and social tensions stemming from U.S. sanctions against the island have added to the hardships. This woman makes a living out of trading crafts and souvenirs.
I haven't worked for the past 7 months. First, due to social isolation. Later, I faced the inconvenience of few clients. And now we started over without many tourists around to sell our products, so our sales are too low. This is quite complicated.
Cubans are counting down the days when life returns to normal.
The impact of COVID-19 on the Cuban economy is quite noticeable in services like tourism. People are afraid to travel, and this reduces tourist visits in the high season, taking them to a deep low.
For economist Omar Everleni, Cuba has waged a tough fight to prevent an economic collapse.
First, the strengthened U.S. sanctions on Cuba affecting all economic areas, like the chase of few shipments from Venezuela and the limitations of family remittances. But the main factor is Covet, which has destabilized the country due to the lots of resources required to fight the virus, to outfit hospitals and isolation centers. It all turns very costly.
After nearly a 10-month fight against COVID-19, Cuba has significantly controlled the virus spread. It has reactivated social and economic activity and reopened its borders to the world, under cautious measures, of course, and with a hopeful look at the upcoming year 2021. Luis Chirino, CGTN, Havana.